Okay, for homework 920, I would like you to copy as much of this work as possible. You don't have to show any of these words or anything like that, but try to copy the work best you can and the three words. So here we go. This first one is going up by 18, going up by 18. I get that by either subtracting a couple numbers in this row, 72 minus 54 give me 18, or 36 minus 18 gives me 18. So that's how I get that number, by subtracting a couple. Use that to fill in the table. 72 plus 18, 90. 90 plus 18, 108. 108 plus 18, 126. 126 plus 18, 144. 144 plus 18 gives me 162. The other one I could see going up by 30s. Use that to fill in the table. 90 plus 30, 120. Plus 30, 150. Plus 30, 180. Plus 30, 210. Plus 30, 240. Plus 30, 270. Part A, fill in the missing values. Part B, who's making more? So here we go. Let's do Lauren first. Lauren is making $18. Always dollars on top for unit rate. Dollars. $18 for every 2 hours that she's working. If I divide that out, it will give me the unit rate, which is $9 for every 1 hour that she works. My pen will write. So $9 for every 1 hour. If I take and find Julie's unit rate, the first word is blue. Blue. If I take $30, my pen will let me write. Sorry about that. And I divide that by how many hours she's working, which is 3 hours. That will give me this one's unit rate, which is $10 for every 1 hour that she's working. Now that I have both ones on the bottom, now I can compare the top numbers. But until I do, I can't compare. Like over here, I can't compare these two numbers because they're both over different denominators. But once you do unit rate and put it over 1, then you could easily compare and see that Julie in 1 hour is making $10 an hour, where Lauren in 1 hour only making 1. So Lauren is making less. Julie is making more money per hour, and it's justified by my work right there. All right, next, take Julie and write her number again, and just identify why it's a unit rate. So if I take $30 and I divide by how many hours she's working, that's not a unit rate. You need to have the number on the bottom be a 1, and you get that by finding the value, taking the top number, dividing by the bottom number value. That gives you $10 for every 1 hour, and because I have over 1, that makes this a unit rate. What is the unit rate? $10 for every 1 hour. When you have 1 on the bottom of these fractions, that's a unit rate. If I want to see how much Julie's made after 8 hours, second word is yellow. Yellow. I want you to make sure you're using Julie's unit rate. Don't use $9 per hour. That's for Lauren. This is not asking for Lauren. It's asking for Julie. So make sure you use Julie's unit rate. She's making $10 for every 1 hour that she's working. If you take that and times it by the number, whole number, 8 hours. There's no fraction, just 8 hours. If you put that over 1 and times straight across like you were taught to, these will cancel away. I'll times that 8 times 10 gives me 80, and the only unit left is dollars. I could, if I wanted, if my pen lets me write, I could put that 80 and then timesing these two ones, 80 over 1, but that's just 80. We'll never write it like that. All right, and now these comparing ones. Comparing Lauren first to Julie second. Don't mix that up. Do not make the mistake I did. You cannot use these two numbers. You can't use 18 to 30 because that will not give you the same ratio as 9 to 10. 18 to 30, because those are over different denominators, you can't touch those numbers. But I could use the 9 and the 10 because I put those over the same denominator. So I want you to compare 9 to 10. And then if you want an equivalent ratio, I can't really reduce this fraction, but I could expand it if I want, times the same number by both. 18 20ths. That is an equivalent ratio to the amount of ratio between Lauren and Julie. But again, don't be mistaken. Don't use these numbers because you could see 18 to 30 no way reduces or gives you anything equivalent. All right, the third word is puppy. Puppy. Good luck.